So guys, I'm going to cover box office for today. This week there wasn't really much releases this week. You had movies like Dark Water, um, and virtually all the other movies that were making money at the box office were holdover from last week. So I'll start from the biggest film of right now, which is Frozen 2, which took number one at the box office. It made $34.7 million, a total of $337.6 million in the United States and $919 million worldwide. It made another $90 million internationally this weekend. It has been doing fantastically well internationally. It has already made $104 million in China. It is a big success in China. In Japan, it has already done $55 million in the last 3 weeks, which is fantastic, meaning that it's really pulling its weight in Japan. I really don't know where it will end. Japan is a weird market. It could play on and on and on. But for now, it has made $55 million, which is good for rates in Japan, meaning that it's playing well and could go a little bit higher along the line. I think in UK it has already done 74 million. Other countries like South Korea is doing so well as well. So guys, Frozen is fantastic. It's going to make $1 billion officially by Sunday this week, and I'll be sure to bring you guys the announcement once it crossed the $1 billion to become the sixth Disney film released this year that makes $1 billion, and we actually have the seventh coming, which is Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Now, number two on the box office chart is Knives Out. Knives Out made $14.2 million, total of 63.5 million dollars in the United States and around $120 million worldwide. It's doing well internationally and as well as in America. It probably would get to $100 million in America and maybe around between $250 million to $300 million worldwide, which is fantastic for Lionsgate. Ford v Ferrari for Disney 21st Century pulled in $6.5 million. Is already at $91.1 million. Worldwide is at $167 million. It is not doing well internationally. For me, I feel this movie is still a disappointment. A lot of people are saying, at least the media is pinning it, that it's a success and all that. But honestly, if this movie can at least pull $250 million, it will be probably very difficult to say that this movie is a success because it needs to break even. And right now, with this kind of money, it isn't really broken even in my estimation. Queen and Slim made $6.5 million, a total of $26.9 million in the United States. Is doing well for a $17 million produced film. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood made that's a Sunny. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood made $5.2 million for a total of $43.1 million in the United States. This is a fantastic release from Sony. It's doing well. Its budget is not that big, and I think it has already broken even. Right now, it's already in the profit margin. Dark Waters made $4.1 million for a total of $5.3 million in the United States. 21 Bridges made $2.9 million for a total of $23.9 million in the United States. Worldwide is not really playing so well, but it's average worldwide. The budget for 21 Bridges is $33 million, meaning that this is not going to be a big hit by any stretch of the word, but it's okay for what it is. Movies like Playing with Fire came in with $2 million for a total of $42 million. This is a successful film considering that it was made for $30 million. Now, granted, it had marketing costs as well, but it's doing well in overseas as well. It's already past $50 million overseas combined with the domestic gross. Midway did $1.9 million for a total of $53.4 million in the United States. This is still a flop considering it has not broken into the $200 million gross mark yet. So let's see where it probably gets to before I give it that last results, whether it's a flop or it's maybe just another disappointment. And Lionsgate owns this film, so it's probably looking like it's a disappointment. Joker did $1 million. Joker is still in the top 10, guys, and this is the 10th week that is still in the top 10 at the box office. Made $1 million in the United States, a total of $332 million, and $1,055 million worldwide, and that's without China. So it's a fantastic achievement for Warner Brothers, and it's been doing very, very well. And I'm kind of happy that it's pulling its weight even with all the competition. Other movies to take note: there is a new release they call the Playmobil movie. That movie was a massive flop. It made only $600,000, and I think it's the worst opening for any movie in over 2,000 theaters in the United States, which is massively terrible. I feel really bad for the film. I'm still gonna watch the film. I will check out the film and I'll get back to you guys on whether the film is even worth it. I know it had poor reviews, but I will watch it regardless and see what the movie is all about. Movies like Maleficent, because a lot of people have been asking for Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Now the movie has already made more money worldwide, even though Disney hasn't really updated its overseas gross, but it currently is at $481 million, with $112 million from the United States and $370 million internationally. So currently it has broken even, but it's not going to make more money again. So probably it's going to end at $485 million worldwide, and I think that is by far the best it can do right now, because the competition has wiped it out of the box office. But it's okay. It's okay for Disney. Disney has already broken all the records. They currently have over $10 billion from their films, and about $12 billion with Fox films included. So guys, this is basically the box office rundown for today. If you like this content, you can follow us on social media, subscribe to our channel, and I'll find you guys in the next video.